art, social messaging, politics, activism was all rolled into one.
Yeah.
I mean, your parents lived their political philosophy.
Yeah.
I understand you lived in a commune with
I
eight
also
other
lived in a
families.
commune till I was 9.
And it sounds amazing, but it sounds otherworldly from where we are today. What was that like to live in that commune? And do you think it's quaint almost today in the capitalist world we live in?
Yes, of course. Of course, because it was, it was a large flat in Girgaon. And there were 8 rooms, and every family had a room each. Okay. So we had a room which must be anywhere between 180 to 220 square feet. Okay. And there was just a little strip of a balcony that my mother had changed into a kitchen. 8 families used to live with 1 toilet and 1 bathroom. I never heard anybody complain or moan or saying that मेरे को पहले जाना है ये क्यों कुछ nothing of that kind. And only the hall used to be used for Communist Party meetings. And it was called Red Flag Hall. There was a big red flag that was there. फिर Mommy used to take me for her on her tours when she used to go for theatre tours. Abba used to take me and my brother Baba for the mushairas, and he would take me to all the places that he worked with the laborers and stuff like that. And so when I would go there, they would all take me on their shoulders and there'd be this red flags and all. So I thought red is the color of party time. But nothing, obviously there was no social consciousness as a child, but I was a fibber, if ever there was a fibber. Now, staying in that commune, I'm in Queen Mary's School, okay? And I'm telling my friend that Enid Blyton is my aunt. Okay, I'm George, but I don't want to be caught out. So I'm telling her, कि आप मेरे साथ कर लो, but please call me George. You don't call me Shabana, because otherwise all my
What's the length of your hair to pull off that fib?
No, but imagine, so when I meet that, and then, excuse me, I didn't even know that Enid Blyton is not in New York. But I go New York by plane. I'm living in this little thing. I go by plane to New York. On the weekend, I do this little adventure, and then I come back. Then when I met this friend of mine, Bhaktawar, who was the girl that I would tell this to, I said, how can you be so tough? How can you possibly? She said, with such sparkle you used to say, and you used to create that world for me that I used to envy you and say, Ma, क्या मजे की चीजें थी. So except for these little fantasies that used to go on, the rest of it was discomfort with Abba, because he didn't go to office and he sat at home writing something. I didn't call him daddy, I called him Abba, which was so strange sounding. और tie भी नहीं पहनते थे, कहीं जाते भी नहीं थे, कुर्ता पजामा पहनते थे. So I tried to hide him. Then when he started writing in films, and when his photograph appeared, and all my friends said, your dad's photograph and all that, then I opened him up. Then everything that he said was fine. तो ये सब चीजें करते थे. मगर देखो, it seems छोटा मुंह बड़ी बात, मगर the ideals of India, composite culture, secularism, gender equality, all that was a given. It was a given. I must have been about 19 when I first realized that what I took for granted as gender equality is an exception rather than the rule. Now, look at my father. 70 years ago, he writes a poem called Aurat, in which he says, Ut meri jaan, mere saath hi chalna hai tujhe. And he says, जन्नत एक और है जो मर्द के पहलू में नहीं, उसकी आज़ाद रविश पर भी मचलना है तुझे. So that obviously is something that is given for us, it's a given. And then you have to negotiate the world and realize, oh my God, things aren't the way